Story time about this package I bought on eBay. I picked up one of these interesting looking silicone wafers and let the seller know to pack it well because of how fragile they are. Their response? Seems easy. Let's open this up and see if the wafer survived in one piece. I have to say, this is definitely a first, and I have to give them an A for effort. Putting the wafer between 2 blocks of wood seems like a good idea, but I don't like how there's exposed wafer on either side. After removing the 2 screws holding the top piece of wood in place, I was able to get a better look at the wafer. At first glance, the wafer looks fine, but there's actually a fracture that looks like it would line up with the edge of the top piece of wood. So unfortunately, the wafer did not arrive in one piece, but that's not going to stop me from looking at it under the microscope. I was quickly able to determine that these chips were made by Intel, and the majority of them appear to be some sort of test pattern. I shared photos with Silicon Insider, and he pointed out that the largest sections look almost identical to the Pentium Pro L2 cache chips. There's also this interesting Vega 88 chip that I have no idea what its purpose is. Getting back to the story, I messaged the seller letting them know it was broken, and they did offer to try again. They also mentioned that they had many other wafers, and I said I'd like to see the others, since this one was intriguing, and I let him know it was made by Intel. I told him he could probably even update his listing to reflect this and increase the price since everyone likes to collect Intel stuff, and that he would probably sell out quick. I never heard back from him, but I did see a couple days later a listing pop up for 120 silicon wafers by Intel. I ended up bidding on the listing, and I won. The sad part is, the seller never sent the wafers. I sent an email asking for an update and nothing. Eventually I got eBay involved, and 3 days later I was refunded. It's very unfortunate that I won't get to see what other wafers were in the pile. I guess the moral of the story is not to try and help people out. What would you have done differently?